Hello everyone, and welcome to this race of the Hollow Knight All Skills Tournament. Today's race is part of the first round of the bracket stage for top 16, and it's going to be between Eduboy25, or Ed for short, and Dao. Both of these runners obviously are pretty good. They're both qualified for top 16. Ed's PB is a 51.27, and Dao's got a 54. They should be about to get underway shortly. Everything looks good on their end. And yeah, the main things to be looking for with this kind of PB difference is going to be just the burden is kind of on Ed not to make mistakes, and for Dao to kind of try and keep pressure up and either, force Ed to make a mistake and be there to capitalize on it, or at least try and keep it as close as possible and hope that Ed's not quite playing up to scratch. I think Bao's been playing a lot of Link to the Past randomizer lately, so I'm not sure how in form he'll be, but yeah, hopefully he can give us a good match. I'm sure he will.
Yep. The runners have been counted down, so we should see them start off shortly.
Yep, and off they go. And since this is patch 12.21, they'll have a load normalizer, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about desyncs and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm curious if either runner is going to be watching the stream. This will give them a bit of an advantage depending on if they're ahead or not. They'll know if they need to play more safe or risky, but at the same time, there is an aspect of nerves.
Also, Ed with that 11-second load into King's Pass.
You love to see
What the
it.
hell? I'll just adjust the sync and get them synced up nicely, so there will be a slight delay.
Okay. Doubt taking a hard fall there. Missing the jump. Edu takes it too, though, so it won't make too big of a difference for the runners.
Yeah, it looks like they're both going to have kind of just okay King's Passes, but again, it's not the end of the world, and as long as they're close, that's sort of what we want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a high 52, low 53, that's about sort of okay for that level of like where their PBs are at. And again, it's not that big a difference, and as long as both runners are kind of close and their RNG evens out, we should have a pretty good race.
Yep.
And both runners happily bounding past Elderbug, knowing that he actually doesn't deserve to be spoken to.
Yes. Yes, this is true. So now heading into Crossroads. The source section is very precise on the movement. The time save really comes from having incredibly tight jumps and movement.
I don't know if they're using the same version of the load normalizer.
It's possible they're not.
Hmm.
But Edu
I
getting hit
think Ed
once
might be using
there.
2.5 and Dow's using 2.
So then we might have a bit of a desync then.
Yeah, we'll just have to cop the difference, basically.
Yep.
It's not the end of the world. Dow going for double spike insanely early there.
Yeah, I'm completely missing it. Edu gets 1, so that'll be a bit of time back for him.
Yeah, so it looks like Dow's got himself out to a nice couple of second lead. But again, that'll even out.
Yeah. Edu did take a hit during the Grezzer drop and lost a bit of time there.
Yeah, so that could all be changed with like false night RNG sort of thing.
Yeah. Or boulders, don't forget the boulders.
Yeah, true. And down coming up now to Statue Room, which has got a statue pogo in it that can lose a lot of time if it goes wrong. So hopefully you can get that. Yeah, yep. Making it look easy, nothing to it. And a 218 through that transition, so not bad.
No, Edu doesn't get
Ed
it.
having a little bit of issues there. 2 health, not
Taking
really
health.
anything to be too concerned about. This whole split's pretty consistent. Sorry, touch wood, don't want to commentator's curse.
Yeah. Especially, there is bad RNG in this room, but Edu does not get it, thankfully.
Yeah, and yeah, so coming up to False Night now, which is honestly kind of just a big jumping speed bump. He doesn't really pose much threat. The worst he can do is jump back twice, and that just loses a second or so.
Yeah, and over the course of
Alright,
the
so
race,
both players getting... Oh no, Ed getting the bad RNG, and
yeah,
Dow getting one better, so again, that's not too much of a difference, just Ed'll lose a tiny amount of time.
yeah, over the course of the entire race, usually a second doesn't make that big of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, we have had ties.
And races where a second did make a difference.
Yeah, but hopefully... Actually, hopefully this is also one of them, but...
Hopefully we get that content. Oh, Edu getting the torch game over there. Actual God Gaming. Torch game, for those who don't know, is the room before the mound. There are two torches where I believe it's practically frame perfect. It is possible to slash your nail between them without hitting either one, and it loses no time, but it's just a little bit of swag you can do. And Edu got it
That's what,
there.
like, Crossroads is all about, just optimizing your swag strats per minute.
Exactly, yes.
Because, I mean, we've done it, like, 1,000 times, so you gotta sort of make your own fun a bit.
Pretty much.
And Dow getting a nice double plank there. Yeah, Ed's movement's looking pretty clean.
Yeah,
Never
looks like
mind, as I say that he gets hit.
Insomnia.
Gotta take that comms curse for a test drive. Oh my god. It's happened twice now where he's gone to Pogo or Boulder and
Oh
traded.
god.
He does
Both
at
of them.
least get... Oh my god.
No! Oh no! They both got the
Boulders are
first
just
hit,
bullying
but
Ed today. Holy
yeah.
crap. I do want to see him bench here. I don't think there's any world he doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. Smart. So he's lost a fair bit of time to Dow now. Hopefully he can make some of that back. It's looking to be on the order of about 11 seconds.
Yeah, so I mean thankfully in patch 1221 we don't have Balder RNG for the second Balder, we just use a glitch to kill it. As you'll
The
see
real
with
comfy
Dow over
patch.
there. Exactly. And he does get another Balder spit there, so he will have enough soul to attempt this first Fireball skit. Does
Oh,
get it,
nice.
executes it cleanly.
Really good turnaround to get it that high up.
Yeah. In my opinion, that first one is the hardest, although it's very much debated whether the hardest is the first one or the last one.
Yeah, the last one, there's a trick that Emre taught me. You can, like, jump at the ceiling in a certain spot, and it always lines you up for a good jump for the fireball skip. And that made it way easier for me. Because
Oh,
otherwise, yeah,
interesting.
I used to really struggle with that one.
Yeah. It only loses, I think, 2 seconds if you miss it, though.
Yeah, if you get man pogo, but it's RNG on 1221.
Oh no,
So.
I'm talking about the first one.
Oh, the first one's
Even
like
with
4
man
seconds.
pogo. Oh really?
Yeah, pretty rough.
Yeah. Man pogo does lose more than that for sure.
It's 1 to 2 for man pogo.
Although man pogo is the ultimate swag strat, so it's a win in my books.
Exactly, Pip. I don't want to have to do DLC room. Nice fireball skip
Getting
there
that
from
fireball
Dow.
skip there very cleanly. Edu got the second one very cleanly as well. Let's see how he does with the third. while Doubt fills up on Soul for the Moss Knight, taking a minor fall, while Edu gets that last fireball skip very cleanly as well. Let's see if Doubt can get the double fireball on this Moss Knight, just to kill it quicker and save that extra soul. He doesn't attempt for it, it looks like.
Yeah, it's at least not as important on all skills, because you don't have to worry about VK. Ed getting it really nicely.
Ed kind of had to go for it because, as you can see, he didn't have the full soul. So if he didn't get it, it would have left him in a rough patch.
Dal almost jumped up there to try and fight VK.
Any percent or most other category muscle memory coming through.
Yeah. Ed actually jumping up there.
At least he didn't fight VK, that would have been a bunch of time loss.
And yeah, good Moss Knights from Dow. He did get the good spawn. And so does Ed, nice.
Did as well. There are ways to deal with the bad spawn consistently, but it's significantly harder, and if you mess it up, it could be disastrous.
Yeah, and even if you do the backup perfectly, it still loses a bit of time, so it's nice seeing both runners getting the same RNG. And Ed's managed to catch up a lot of the gap now. They're basically even, so it should come down sort of to who has a better Hornet fight.
Yep. It's a little bit of RNG if Hornet does a lot of jumping away from you versus staying in the corner.
Dow's Hornet was in I don't want to take doubles mode, so
yeah,
lost a bit of time. Oh, ooh. Ed whiffing a fireball. Yeah, this is not going great for him. He's missing a lot of the stagger lockets too.
This second nail swing though. So he did have a little bit more of a scuff fight, but he got better RNG.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he... Yeah, so still loses a bit of time, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, they're 2 seconds apart going into Hornet room, and then looks like he lost about 5 seconds. So that's about what you expect.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so Doubt now heading over to Fungal Waste to pick up the Mantis Claw ability. This will pretty much unlock the rest of the game for the runners. It has some really fun movement rooms coming up. So let's see how the runners do that.
Yeah, kind of getting trolled by those platforms there. And the room Dow's entering now is really cool.
Oh yeah.
Done right.
He does miss the lineup for the first inventory drop. The important thing is he didn't dunk in the acid.
No acidic slash, you hate to see it. Ed taking a hard fall there, so that's just going to be a small 0.8 time loss.
So not necessarily, because Doubt did struggle with the platforming. Ed taking that acid dunk.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. Oh, nice edge cancel there from Ed.
Yeah, well played. Not going for the aesthetic slash though.
Taking bottom route in all skills. He's going to have some soul issues, I think.
Yeah, he's at rather low soul there. I don't know if there is anywhere where he can get the necessary soul before going into the room where you need to collect Geo.
Yeah, you just have to get hits. If you get the left side spawn, it's not too bad, but if you get the more spread out spawn, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, he had a bit of trouble with the mushrooms there. Doubt missing the explosion pogo. Fortunately, he didn't take double damage there.
Yeah, Doubt kind of leaving the door open a bit for Ed now to make a bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, still struggling. Let's see how
that link to the past really hurting him a bit. There we go. Alright, third try.
first try, while Doubt gets it third try, so I think Ed is now in the lead. Let's see how their Mantis Pogos play out.
Yeah, 22 seconds between them. Wait, no, I can't count. A
Ed getting...
nice, slightly scuffed double dash from both of them.
Yep, both of them get it though, and that's the important thing, honestly. It's better than the 20-second time loss that would be going around.
Yeah. Ed on slightly low geo, and Dow looking pretty healthy on geo in comparison, so it'll be interesting to see if that does sort of affect their King Station, sorry, their Gorgeous Husk and Dash Slash splits a bit.
Yeah. I mean, there is
Hopefully
a
Dow
swag
can...
strat to be able to pick up 2 extra geo by the Shade Skip.
Yeah, you gotta go for it.
Yeah, exactly. Those 2 geo can make all the difference in the run. So yeah, now both runners are going to be heading over to Gruz Mother. Ed dashing a little bit early there, missing the transition.
Yeah, these are all kind of just the small mistakes you expect a bit with race nerves and stuff, so I'm not going to try and read too much into them.
Yeah.
Both players' movements still looking pretty alright. Why do I say
Insomnia!
anything?
Don't talk. Don't talk anymore. You've done this twice in the first 10 minutes.
This is why they don't get me to com races.
We need her with a counter curse. Oh no, Doubt taking a hit
Dow.
from Jennifer.
Killing Jenny and not even taking the Geo. Really just disrespecting her.
Eh. What did she do to deserve living anyway? Tries to jump on you.
Alright. Decent gruz from Dow.
Yep.
And really good one from Ed.
Let's see how their cleanups go. There's a bit of RNG involved in this, but Doubt getting a really good cleanup. Ed missing 4, my bad. Losing a bit of time there, but gets the swag walkling storage, and that's what matters.
He just missed the really good walkling storage that gets over that lip too. Ed did
Yeah.
his first fireball very high, but he managed to come back from it pretty well. So props to him for that. And it looks like he's still holding on to a lead, but it looks like Dow has made up a little bit of time.
That actually opting to put on Shaman Stone before taking the death.
Interesting. It's just like a
Which,
straight up time loss.
yeah, it is straight up time loss, but I guess Edu does get the swag for the 2 extra geo. I don't think he actually picked up the geo though.
And easy shade skip from Dow. The main thing we're looking for here is making sure you don't get a shade fireball, otherwise it's very easy to either lose time or accidentally kill your shade, which loses a ton of time.
Yes. So both of them get it quite cleanly. I'm curious if Doubt put on Shaman Stone beforehand because he forgets it otherwise, which I know I'm guilty of many times. Or if it's just forgetting the sequence of events.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So there is roughly a 20-second difference between the runners' timers. So I believe Edu is still ahead, although it's incredibly close.
Yeah, I'm just doing a quick sync up now.
Okay.
So yeah, Dow's not got like an infinite load here, it's just the
Yeah, I was a bit
sync up.
concerned about that.
I missed by a couple of seconds, but it at least gets them ball apart.
Yeah. Doubt also choosing to fill up a lot more on Soul there. I wonder why.
Probably just so he can kill the 2 enemies on the way to Gorgeous Husk as well, because he is still very low on Geo.
He did opt to use the fireball there, so I'm unsure what the point of doing it was. Lucky
Oh
for
wait,
him,
I was
though.
thinking of Ed, not Dao. But yeah, I don't know what the go was.
I
Probably
mean,
just so he could easily do bottom row.
right. These husks are necessary either way, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, electing to kill those. So he should be fairly stonking for his Gorgeous Husk. Sorry, dash / split.
Okay.
Ed gonna have to get most of the Hopper Geo, but yeah, Dao's gonna be on like 761, so he's gonna need he
Yeah,
optimally probably skips a row of hoppers.
that's incredibly comfy. So let's see how both runners handle the hoppers, especially with Doubt completely rolling in Geo, while Edu has to kill most of them and pick up most of the Geo.
Dao did miss some of the Gorgeous Husk Geo, so he is gonna need 2 rows now.
Okay.
Ooh, Ed
Yeah,
showing
only
off the good strat for that room. Really nice movement. And Dao getting it too, nice.
going
Ooh.
for the swag strat there. Going from underneath the hopper.
Electing to hit the Aspid, that's a very scary decision, but it paid off.
I actually find that strat to be better. The Aspid does hit you faster, attack you faster if you do hit it, but at the same time you get the extra hit of soul, which allows you to get through the hopper area faster, to kill the second row of hoppers faster. And I find that the reward is definitely outweighing the risk there.
SMH down, not even doing the great hopper pogo. What is this? And yeah, it looks like Ed's managed to hold on to all of his lead, even despite having to collect more Geo, so
Yeah.
he's in a pretty good spot going into Sanctum.
And I think both, give or take a couple Geo, both of them are around the same amount after
Yeah, they're
picking up.
both on 9.
Yep. So they'll have to do relatively the same strats, depending on the RNG of where the Soul Twister Geo falls. They do have to pick up quite a bit, though, for King Station Split.
Yeah, definitely. 300's the number we're looking for leaving Sanctum. We get 200 from the Soul Warrior we kill, and up to 25 from the first Spell Twister we have to kill in the arena. But if that spawns really far away, we can get very little of that. Dao taking 2 damage already. This is pretty scary, because Sanctum can be really mean. It's showing off a bit of the chained Walkling storage tech there.
Very swag. I'm wondering if Doubt will go for the bench there. Ed's struggling a bit to get the lever skip, and only takes 1 damage getting through. Which
yeah, if
is
Dao gets
not
hit here
ideal.
at all, yeah. Oh
He
yeah,
could.
I'd be looking at the bench right about now.
He doesn't take it. Wow.
There's a lot of enemies in this next corridor, so he can probably heal up. Because you've got the lever animation and you've got the elevator, which are 2 opportunities you can heal.
Well, that is true. It's bad that he's going in. He's not gonna have any extra soul.
Yeah, I probably would have made
the
sure I was on
Twister
full
with.
health, so you still had 1 fireball at least, and then could
He's not
bank on a
healing.
double hit.
He opted not to heal.
Interesting.
I'm missing a hit on the Soul Twister.
Yeah,
Having
it can
to
go pretty bad.
Fireball it again.
Ed getting most of the spell Twister Geo, so he should be pretty comfy, relatively speaking. Oh no.
Oh no, doubt.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Please, Dow. No,
Oh
he
no.
tried to heal. Oh, this
Just be
is
careful, Dow.
really scary for Dow.
He's not gonna get enough soul out of that soul jar to heal, I think.
No, definitely not. This is not good because this Soul Warrior is not very like it can be really mean.
Yeah, there is another soul jar that he can get on the way. It is time loss, but a lot less than death.
Yeah, I think at this point he's probably pretty aware of how dire his situation is.
Yeah. I did get the cool walking storage on that elevator there. And he's also using a lot of dash slashes to hit the elevators just a little bit earlier.
Yeah, Ed's movement's actually been really impressive. I know he's got a 33 and 80%, but some of the stuff he was showing off on the way to Sanctum is like all skill specific, so he's definitely put some time in. Down, not sending the elevator down before getting that soul, so losing even more time here, so Ed having an opportunity to kind of just push his lead.
He did get the soul at least, so he's no longer in as scary of a situation.
I think he missed double there.
Yeah, he didn't get a double. He also didn't get the upwards nail hit.
Oh
He missed
no.
the fireball as well.
Yeah, that's...
Took a
He had to do
damage.
8 extra nail swings, which is just cursed.
Ed is really solidifying his lead over here. And at 4 health with nearly full soul with the Soul Master, let's see if he gets the quick kill. He does, although he does get that RNG.
Gets trolled by the dive RNG.
Yeah, that's... You want to hope that the Soul Master doesn't do the dive so that you can get the double hit on that soul.
He's teleported out of so many doubles.
Oh, he doesn't get the spike kill though. Unfortunate.
This is the rudest Soul Master. One nail
Just
swing from
absolutely
death.
bullying Ed.
Oh my god, the G in Soul Master stands for good boss.
Where is there a G in Soul Master?
Exactly, where is the good game design in this fight?
Well, if you get perfect RNG, it can be a lovely fight. Ed going
Also,
for the
this
really
is
swag kill here.
gamer as
Ending
hell.
off at 1 health though, which is scary for the exit.
Yeah, at that point you heal once, I think.
Yeah. You can only afford to heal once though, because you need the soul for the mandatory dives to get out. But I do expect to see Ed heal once here.
Yeah. Especially because, oh wait, no, this isn't the current patch, never mind.
Yes. We are playing on patch 1221, the superior patch.
Yeah, Sanctum's bad, but it's not as bad as it could be.
Yes.
Oh,
Looks like he's going to the dash slash storage. And he does get it. Nice.
The advanced... Oh, and that walking storage.
And the walking storage. His movement is so clean.
Ed is a gamer, for sure.
Yeah.
The worst thing is, like... He was on a really good pace, and then he got absolutely destroyed by Soul Master.
That's just one of those things that's just completely out of your control.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, his movement and his movement tech is incredibly clean.
Yeah, so it's looking like a 50-second difference on the dive pickup, which is about what we expect with those couple issues Dow had, but hopefully he can still keep it close. Oh my god, Ed, you're actually just schmoovin'.
Getting all the extra dash slashes. Oh no, missing the dashes. Insomnia, stop comms cursing. It's your fault. Really clean dashes there with that lantern pogo. Doubt didn't send the elevator down, so he has to wait for it to manually bring him down.
Forgetting to send elevators down couldn't be me.
Definitely.
Ed on kinda stonkent, but the dive floor should get him the geo we need.
Yeah. This is honestly one of my favorite benches, mandatory benches in the game. Just because you get this bench after Sanctum, which is just scary. You have a little bit of a breather until you get to King's Station. And it's also the bench you take before Crystal Peak Split, which has incredibly movement-based rooms.
Yeah, any percent peak you can kinda just like damage tank to your heart's content, but because we have to do the get D-Dark after we get C-Dash, it's a lot scarier on all skills. So this is actually one of the hardest splits to get consistent at in a race setting, and it is really rough to die right at the end of it. You can lose sort of on the order of 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. So I want to point out, Ed did a really swag dash into the dash slash and then another dash there. Just for a
So when
little
did
bit
Doubt
of...
die?
Oh, I'm sorry, not Doubt. Ed, my bad. Oh no, did Doubt die by the exit?
Yeah,
Probably in
it
the...
has to be before the bench, so I'm
Yeah, with
assuming in
the
the
Great Husk.
Stonks corridor. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very easy to get bonked by that Great Husk if you're greed for geo. And I assume Dow must have been kind of low, so went for it and then ate a chunky boy sword to the face.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Those guys do double damage, which just makes them awful. So Ed 1 health down going into Crystal Peaks, which is not exactly the most comfy situation to be in, especially since there aren't any real good places to heal up or even gather soul to begin with.
Yeah, for sure. And since everything's so cycle based, you can't really. You have to be very careful of where you heal, lest you throw off your room cycles, which can just spell disaster, and you end up sort of taking more damage than you ended up healing because you don't you got off cycle. Oh, the shade spawn's up there.
Yeah,
I hope
that
Dow
was a
realized.
really
Yeah,
bad
he's
spawn.
realized.
That's,
Oh,
I
that's
think,
a
the worst
terrible
RNG.
shade spawn.
Mm-hmm. He has
Upside, he
good
has
on
enough
Geo
geo
now,
for King
though.
Station. Yeah.
But I don't think that was quite the optimal way to go about it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a little too small of a silver lining for Dow to be too happy about it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh no, Ed's
Ed
taking
taking
another
another damage
damage
there.
there. I wonder
He's
if
going to
he'll
want
choose
to.
to heal up.
Yeah, I think you just take the damageless cycles on all the rooms
Yeah.
at this
Not...
point.
Honestly, either he needs to heal up or he should not go for the God Cycle. And he should not go for the damage. For the damage rotation, the Sea Peaks Crystal Heart Room.
Yeah, I think if you're on 3 health by Crystal Heart Room, it's fine to do the damage tank.
Well,
But yeah.
it's still a bit iffy because you have to go through...
Oh no, never
no,
mind.
Ed. You also have to go through the Dark Room as well as the
Just don't get
Crystallized
hit.
Mounds. So... if Ed takes more hits than he has here, that could be an opportunity for Doubt to catch up.
Yeah, I think if he takes any more damage, he probably bullies a Glim back and heals.
Yeah, for sure. But with the Crushers coming up...
We should see some dash/storage tech here from Ed.
Yeah, it would appear so.
Let's go.
Very clean.
Another thing to consider though is if Ed's on good pace, he'll probably not heal and just try and go for PB.
That is true, but after that Soul
He's
Master
doing
RNG,
damageless.
yeah, honestly a wise choice. You don't
Oh
want to
yeah,
be at
Soul
one health.
Master happened. Never mind. There's no way he's green.
Yeah.
Unless he got like mega trolled in
Underflat.
PB.
Woo! Yeah, his PB is just too good for with the way that Crystal Peaks panned out so far, and with that Soul Master RNG.
Honestly, watching Zero like grinding for a good PB, and then it's just like, oh, sorry, no. Soul Sanctum happened and you lost 14 seconds to your gold.
Soul Sanctum is just like that. It's very hungry for time. It doesn't feel it has enough itself, so it really
Yeah.
just wants yours.
At
It's
least
kind
it's
of
not
greedy.
106 Sanctum, at least.
Yes, but there's a reason why we're running all skills and not 106.
Yeah.
Ed makes it through the crushers, no problem.
Yeah, good cycle too.
Yeah.
Honestly, Ed's movement's kind of just been a masterclass. Oh, he
Getting
went
that
for the
Walkling
Walkling
storage,
storage.
but he didn't get it. I think Doubt. Oh, he's not gonna show us the uh Pogax.
The
No
Pogax to
Pogax to
you.
you last this race.
Everyone's favorite Swedish speedrunner. Sorry, equal favorite with Blue and Lovemart and all the other Swedish speedrunners because we don't play favorites.
Yes. Doubt now at 1 health, entering Mound. Not ideal, is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be careful.
He has to
But
heal because it's faster to heal
yeah,
and
he'll.
just
I
take
was
it.
expecting him to. Yeah, there we go. He just
Yeah,
took a second to mentally calculate that he needed to heal, I think. Don't get shot, thank you. So
that
that
was
was
way
current
too
patch, he was
close.
dead.
Oh yeah, but we're not on current patch, thank
Yeah, we're
God.
on comfy patch.
Yes. So
Did
he
you know
now
they
does
removed the
have.
ability to pogo that crystal on current patch too?
Wait, really?
It's such a troll. The first time I tried to do an all skills current patch run, I died. Sorry, I dunked on that spike like 3 times because I thought I was just bad and was missing the pogo.
Oh no. Yeah, there's a reason why most runners use patch 1221. Uh, Noticing here, Doubt does go for the damage cycle, showing off that strat. It is marginally faster, but seeing as we still have D-Dark to go after,
Oh,
he
never
doesn't get the
mind.
underplat though, so
Yeah.
evens out.
Goes for damage cycle and then does overplat. Do you want time save or not?
So yeah, hopefully I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I don't want to do an insomnia and cursed out.
Pip, Dow took a Death Leaving Sanctum and Ed's just been moving really, really well. And Dow's had to like take it slow in a couple of spots. But I mean, Dow's played like outside of that one pretty small death, fine. Just Ed's played really well.
It's moving.
And is he gonna remember to do all skills dream plats? He
He
is.
does. Let's see if we get
Honestly,
the other
hacks.
underplat here. Oh
Oh
no!
no. I respect the attempt though. He still
Yeah,
went under the platform. He went
technically an
under all of the
underplat.
platforms. So knowing this backup is really good.
Oh, yeah.
Just shows a bit of a deeper knowledge of the category. It's really impressive to see players pull that kind of stuff out.
Yeah, so let's see how Doubt handles Mound.
True Pip. Uh, yeah. If anyone wants to do a hitless run of Hollow Knight, Don't do it through Team Hitless. Do it through the Hitless channel in the Hollow Knight speedrunning Discord server. They're a lot nicer and a lot less elitist, and they have more sensical rules.
Yeah, so Doubt getting the smooth dash slash storage over there. Now going to pick up his own dream nail. Ed is now heading over to Watcher Knights. Let's see. Ed's just been absolutely bullied so far with RNG. Let's hope for better Soulmaster RNG. Not Soulmaster RNG. Watcher Knights RNG. What we want to look for is them just staying in the same spot, pretty much. So that he can slam D-Dark over and over.
Contrary to any percent where we really want them to do rolls so we can get triple hits, for the most part, the triple nail slash attack is our best bet here. Oh my god, Dao's just
really clean
so well. Honestly, like, you could set this to classical music and just, like, enjoy it. It's
pretty much,
really
yeah.
impressive to see.
Really clean second round, and then he gets the rolls, unfortunately. He does get the double with the fireball there.
That was a really good fight.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Ed is just gaming right now.
Oh, if it weren't for that Soulmaster, this would be a really good pace, I think.
Ed Doubt does get the underplat, so getting back a little bit more favor in the underplat books.
Down redemption art. He's allowed to save time now.
Yeah. So Maidwalker in chat, taking over Rickson's job, saying that by D-Dark, Ed was at 2507 and Doubt was at 2724. So roughly a 1 minute difference between them. I am too smooth brained to do the math in my head. Still roughly like a 2 minute difference between the runners by Dreamnail.
Yeah, and I would expect that difference to increase slightly by Lurian, just given how good Ed's fight was. Like, it'd be very impressive for Dao to match that because of the RNG and then, like, execution required.
Yeah. Ed just absolutely gaming there. Ed now going into the Isma splits with the spike tunnel and then 2 Isma skips. So let's see how he executes that. I'm scared to say anything out of fear of comms cursing.
Just embrace it.
No.
So Ed's probably gonna die here to the spike tunnel.
Yep. Just he's not even gonna get to the Isma skips.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Without taking a damage there to the Watcher Knight. Having a little bit of trouble. I wonder why he's not going for the dive. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so Ed's showing a bit of a safer fight, but still getting through there without any hassle.
Yeah. Relatively clean fight for Doubt. So the aforementioned spike tunnel coming up. Oh no! Ed taking a hit to the fall there.
I told you he's gonna die. Oh!
Gets it first try. Let's see how the Isma skips go for.
Alright, now he's gonna die at the Isma skips.
He doesn't have enough soul for to hit the worm.
Time.
The worms didn't bully him. Let's see if he does the setup versus setup list over here.
Setup.
Incredibly
very nicely done. Is that C-dash worth it?
I think so. I wonder why. Oh, he got the particle effect glitch.
Yeah, I respect it.
Absolute gaming. And he takes the time to heal up there as well.
Yeah, that's a really smart heal because you moving on isn't dependent on when you pick up tier, it's dependent on when you get hit. So if you have soul and you're still waiting for the whomp, you lose 0 time to healing up. And it means that if you
Yeah.
get bullied in the long basin corridor, you can totally avoid, like, mitigate that that danger a lot. So it's a really good race strategy because it lets you just, reduce volatility, which is really important. And showing off
Yeah.
that really nice backup there for if you get hit by the flying enemies.
They're completely
So,
RNG, so
yeah, honestly, just the universal factor of great enemies. They're completely RNG. Speedrunners love it.
yep. Second only to the Soul Twisters.
Yeah. And if you're from Team Cherry, please disregard everything I just said. Contact me. We will make a good speed game yet.
Left, I hope you're not in chat.
And yeah, it looks like Ed managed to save about 8 seconds on Watcher Nights, so that's about what we expect. Because Dow's fight was solid, but Ed's, like I say, he just got great patterns and amazing execution. It was really hard to match.
Yeah.
And Dow getting through the spike tunnel with only 1 fail, so they're about even considering Ed dunked on the way down.
Right. Doubt didn't do more than one inventory drop on the way down though, so it was considerably slower drop. Not going for the
Oh
dash
no.
setup there and being too high, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it is not ideal. Ooh, Ed
Yeah.
getting through. These are, sorry, touch
Don't
wood,
say anything.
but these
Don't
have
say
been
anything.
some pretty spicy Morlurks. He hasn't been hit one. Oh yeah, full
Mallets, let's
spice on the
go.
Morlurks from Ed. Now is he gonna do Basin Yum?
Doubt does do, I think he did the setup list.
Oh, come on.
Ed gets a second
Yes.
try, so he doesn't lose any time attempting that. Just so much swag movement from Ed. It's absolutely incredible.
The tier section is one of the highest death count sections of the tournament, so major
really?
props to both players getting through there without any real hassles. This has been a really good quality race. That was a really cool double there from Ed. BV should be basically dead after one more Shade Soul, I think.
Yep,
Or a
there we
dive,
go.
yeah.
Really clean fight from Ed. Let's see if we get swag door. We do, let's go.
This wing split is gotta be really good.
I'm curious, I'd like to ask after if Ed joins for the interview, if he golds the split, because his movement has been incredible. I think the only
Yeah, he only
thing...
lost like a couple of seconds to second try trans dash for Basin Yum, but like
Yeah, but
apart
that's
from that,
assuming he
that
got it
was
first try
amazing.
and in a different, like, such a perfect split another time. So,
Yeah.
both
One at
runners
two
heading in the
electric
opposite
boogaloo for Ed.
directions. Oh, they just missed the high five.
Yeah, they both like came out of the load together. Just one of them came out with a lot more speed.
Yeah. Ed just like, nope, no high five for you. I've got places to be.
He hit him with the on your left.
Yeah. So let's see how Doubt handles the Monarchs. Meanwhile, Ed is heading over to Hornet 2. Definitely everyone's favorite boss fight in the split. Actually, it's not the most hated boss fight. It is definitely the hardest, though.
It's definitely everyone's favorite boss fight in this split.
Oh, in this split, yes. I was meaning in this run. Words not
No,
quite
I mean
100% there.
you were technically correct.
Yes, yes. I was aiming for correctness.
Both players having really good Morlurks.
Oh yeah. Very
But it
smooth
looks
from
like
Doubt.
Dow's trying to forfeit. Yeah, really unfortunate. He was putting up a really good pace, but guess he just wanted to forfeit. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Let's see how Doubt's Broken Vessel goes.
I think he just staggered him out of headbang. No. Yep. Yeah, this is a bit older style of fight, but one more Shade Soul double or a dive should do it. Yep.
Yep, there we go. Ed not taking the camp bench, which honestly I expect. He's just been gaming so hard, and it's unnecessary time loss.
Yeah, just don't die. And I mean, at this point, I think he could afford one death and still be ahead.
Yeah, to be honest.
Because it's worth noting that their time is almost a minute and a half apart.
Well, it depends when you die in the fight, because it could... If you're struggling, the fight could be drawn out. Getting a lot of parries from Hornet. The bosses are really bullying him today.
Yeah. Team Cherry, if you're in chat, if you give bosses parries that can, like, parry void spells in Silk Song, they'll come to your office and manually, like, patch them out myself.
Ed has a really clean fight there, despite all those parries.
Full wall thing storage
so
as well.
fast. Opposite C dashes, you love to see it. Finishing at the C dashes at the same time too.
Yeah, pretty cool. Like, sync up.
Yep. So hopefully Doubt will have a similar fight to Ed's, minus all those parries. And Ed not invalidating his run, getting up after the queue, not before. So yeah, now Ed just picking up Cyclone Slash. This is kind of a breather split. It's movement heavy, but simple movement. So it really comes down to the smaller optimizations. So he just gets that swag C dash over there.
Yeah, again, Ed's movement's just been really solid. The next movement section I'm actually a really big fan of, up to Cyclone Slash. Just the movement through King's Pass is really satisfying.
Oh yeah.
There's
But
one wall
yeah?
hitbox that I take issue with on the way up to the transition right before Howling Cliffs, but the rest of it's really cool. And
Yeah,
remembering to bench.
But it's also pretty much just muscle memory, so it's a bit of a breather segment for the runner.
Yeah, exactly.
After such a hard boss fight. Doubt taking a hit early on, a little bit scary, but seems to be getting that stagger lock.
Good doubles as well.
Yeah.
Should stagger, there we go. Yeah.
Getting lots of
Silly
good doubles
fireball.
here.
That's nice. Yeah, nice.
That was a good stagger.
Hornet should be dead soon. As long as Dow doesn't beat her to it.
So...
Oh my god, Hornet.
Yep,
Stop, thank you.
She was just bullying him there.
Such a stupid parry.
Yeah.
The worst bit is that you counter Hornet 2 and Hollow Knight's parries in opposite ways. Hornet 2 you counter a parry by just walking away, whereas THK you counter it by jumping. And if you do the opposite thing between the two bosses, then you just get bonked. It's like designed to trip you up. Again, Team Cherry hit me up for unsolicited advice about how to design games.
So Doubt not going for the quick early control at all.
How to not invalidate your run.
Pretty much. I mean, Insomnia, you are an SRC mod, right?
No, I'm just a verifier.
Oh, okay.
And let's be real, I mainly verify meme categories.
And you only do the runs that where the menu is forgotten.
Someone's gonna farm the rejects.
Exactly.
Oh, Ed getting the swag inventory drop there where you don't touch the edge before the transition. You love to see it.
Before that, by the orange goop.
Yeah. The infected crosser or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Ed getting that
RNG machine.
swag hit on the infected venge fly.
Oh, that's a nice cyclone. The real question is, what strat does he do in this room?
Looks like he's going
Yo!
for drop. Let's go!
Let's go!
Just all
And
the
he got
small
the one where you don't
saves.
even touch the edge of the platform. That's so hard to do.
That's
especially
just so
with
smooth.
1221.
And he knew that he hit the Uma too high, so he delayed his jump a little bit so that he wouldn't get hit there.
Oh man, Ed is actually just schmoovin'. Holy crap. This is like a masterclass.
His game knowledge and his movement is just top tier.
Ed's getting a 50 by the end of the tournament, and you can quote me on that.
I will. He's very talented. That's, yeah. Meanwhile, Doubt is picking
talented,
up
but he's also obviously worked hard for it.
Oh yeah. You don't get this kind of skill without putting in countless hours.
And all the rooms look really rehearsed. It's really good to see.
Yeah. Doubt having a little bit of trouble with his movement in small ways with the cycling / split. But nothing major.
Right. Looks like a good setup. Kind of slow walking off the plat, but yeah,
he missed the hit and the fireball. Oh no.
Falls apart a bit there.
Yeah, this
he's gonna need a double and a single and 2 nail hits.
Is it going to be possible for him to?
Yeah, D-nail. What? We could have dreamed out, bro. He needs another one.
All right, there we go. He gets the 2 cycle.
Yeah, he's gonna be unhappy because any hope of the oh man, just really showing off all the movement. That's
really
so good.
clean walking storage there.
But yeah, any hope of PB is probably dead now. Between that and Sanctum, he probably lost 30 seconds to those 2 fights alone.
I mean, Umu just, if you miss the first cycle, it can be, I think a 20-second time loss right there.
18
and if it,
on
18,
average.
But then if it extras.
Yeah, if you get an extra as well, it's like 22, 23.
Yeah.
Let me just check where Ed's PB is. So this is a 40.09 Umu. And I say should be within about 40 seconds PB, I'd guess.
Yeah, so...
I'm on 39.50. So he's only 19 seconds behind with an extra cycle on Umu and that Soul Sanctum. This has been a really good run from Ed.
Yeah, his movement has just been so top tier.
I don't know what his late games like in PB, but if he proper schmoves,
oh no,
he could
we've
PB.
been cursing him, he struggled there. Lost a bit of time to exiting.
That's a
Um,
relatively new development, that left side archives exit.
the two runners high-fived in the transition behind the curtain. Yeah, so there's
Good.
now,
Now, kind of looking a little spicy in the health department.
yeah, if
And
he
you
gets
don't
an
really get tons of
extra,
dream nails in here. Can get 2 here. Gonna elect for 1. So he's on 8 souls, so he needs every last bit of this to do the 1 cycle.
yeah.
Oh my
Meanwhile,
god, Ed.
Ed
You
did
can...
do the RNG C dash and got hit, so down 2 health.
yeah, it shouldn't really be an issue for this split.
This
It's a
split
lot
is
scarier on the
incredibly
way to...
movement based, so I'm really excited to see how Ed does it. I'm gonna stop
Yeah,
talking.
Dow just electing to do the any percent 2 cycle here. About what I expected, because I'm pretty sure he did that in my race against him. Just he hasn't practiced all skills a ton, so if you can sort of just write it off for any percent muscle memory, it's gonna take that.
Ed does have a little bit of trouble with the movement here, but I mean, it's still, he's not taking damage, he's not having too big of time losses.
Yeah,
Other
it's
than
not too bad.
that one swag jump area.
I think if Dow hadn't died, he'd be on an alright pace about now.
Yeah.
Because like he's had some unfortunate sections, but he's also had some pretty consistently good movement. So he could have been sort of, kind of close to PB if it weren't for those couple of little things. So
Right.
definitely props to him for that showing. Now is Ed gonna get this cursed wall jump?
It's not cursed, it's blessed. I say as he face plants into it, giving the thorns a nice warm hug.
Yeah, so PB kind of slipping away here for Ed, but again, you can't be too sad about that, given that it's a race.
Yeah, it's a
And
no reset setting, so to be gaming so hard and to be this close to PB with the RNG that he's been getting is quite incredible.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was Sanctum Exit Dow. He got bonked a little too hard by the Great Husk Sentry, trying to get Geo. So not the most costly death, but a death's a death.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, still hurt.
So Ed's now gonna be
Yeah,
heading
take
over
2 at the
to,
RNG C dash.
yeah,
Rip.
he
Oh
does
no,
get
that's
it
good.
this time.
I
He's
suck
now
at
heading over
reacting to
to,
that position.
yeah. Okay, so Howling Raid's time. Misses that wall jump there. Let's see how Doubt's movement is through this room. He gets the fancy wings turn around there. Although I don't believe that is the optimal movement for the room. I believe it's a swag wall jump.
Yeah, wings jumps are slow,
Yeah.
generally.
He doesn't get the lantern pogo or the swag
Airwalk.
airwalk, so
Right, now this room that Ed's coming up to is actually really cool when done right. So definitely keep an eye on the left screen.
all of
Oh, gets it.
the squits spawn in the same place. That was so clean right up until the end where he missed that jump.
Honestly, it's a thing of beauty when done well.
It really is. It's just so smooth. It's a lot of really tight movement, but there's no RNG in the split spawns, so kind of makes you think what it
Oh,
would be like if the entire game were no RNG.
yeah. Imagine. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, and gets the
Such a
jump
beautiful wall
refresh as
cling.
well. Oh, man. Honestly, I could just watch like this kind of high level gameplay all day. Oh, and gets trolled by the
Oh no,
wall. Why do
that
I
just
say
tiny
anything?
ledge. Don't ask me
Uh,
why that ledge exists, other than to just screw with the runners. So there is a damage tank coming up, with that hazard respawn. He does not do the underplat. You
Jeez.
hate to see it.
And gets the
Potentially,
good movement there.
he does. He didn't get the underplat though, so it's all null and void.
That one on the flat Photoshop is the one I don't do. Definitely the
Let's see how
universal metric for what's
this
should be done.
room is so heavily movement based. He gets through so cleanly. It's honestly amazing.
Gets through really cleanly and quickly. If you do that room like any percent does it, which a lot of any percent runners kind of do just out of habit, it's actually really slow in comparison. And that drop there with the cyclone was
So
impeccable.
stellar.
Um,
He also picked up soul in that room on the way.
yeah.
So
Oh man.
he's just gaming.
Yeah. Oh, and he does this inventory drop way.
He does get hit there, but it's not into spikes, so he doesn't get sent back to the beginning.
How recent Zed's PB? Because this is like looking fresh.
I think Ed might have sent me his sum of best. In which case I can...
Yeah.
Yeah, his sum of best
2
is a
weeks ago.
49.42. So he's got a minute in between his PB and his sum of best, and that's probably where we're seeing all this fancy movement from.
Well, isn't his PB a 51?
Yeah.
And like a high 51 at that, so
Yeah, he
yeah, there's
definitely...
a lot of time saves there. Hang on,
It's
2,
probably just a
3,
matter of Ed putting together the
5,
run, and then he'll have a big PB.
6. He's like barely on PB pace, I think.
Oh wow. Even with
Barely. He would have
a
to
true cycle.
game like he would have to basically be perfect for the rest of the run.
Don't comms curse it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, Insomnia.
Look, I think like at that point, I don't think PB can happen just because he would need a very cooperative THK, and that's if my math is even right, which I
Right, and
kind of doubt.
also there's the fact that he hasn't been getting very kind RNG so far, so
Okay, so he's about 15 seconds behind it.
he does do the fancy dash slash there. That's a relatively new strat that was only developed because of all the hype around the tournament. And it's just a quicker way to kill that devout. Without
Okay, so
taking the hard
looking
fall
at
on the corner there.
PB with perfect THK RNG and like enough to match gold, and then just close to gold execution on all these other splits, he can PB.
Okay. Don't comms curse it,
Nothing like a
Insomnia.
bit of pressure.
He's gonna have horrible THK RNG and dunk 30 times in the abyss.
I mean, the odds of getting the right RNG is like infinitely small.
Yeah,
He'd
that's
have
true.
to game out of his mind and get really good RNG. I kind of doubt it, but like, it's definitely something to keep an eye out on.
Yeah, so
Abyss climb ILs hopefully pay off.
has he been doing that? Do you know?
Not that I'm aware of. At least not anything submitted.
Right.
And Dow getting through QG without too much hassle and through that dark room.
Yep.
It's worth noting that Dao's actually played really well, especially given how much Link to the Past he's been playing recently. Just Ed's kind of had a really
He's
good
kind
run,
of
and
at another level right now.
it's hard for anyone to look good compared to that. So Dao's done really well to keep it as close as it is.
Yeah, and other than that one death, he's been playing incredibly well against his PB,
Yeah, exactly.
especially for a no reset setting
All right,
with all
now
the nerfs that come with.
the hardest, most random, most frustrating, most terrible, and
What do you mean?
definitely
This room
going
is
to kill
great. I
Ed
love it.
section. No. If I
Oh, oh no.
see, you said you liked
Insomnia.
it. As soon
No,
as you
no,
say you like
no,
it, it's
no,
cursed.
no.
I was saying it's bad because then the curse means that it's good. You
No,
you countered my counter curse. Alright, so
no, but
PB is like
oh,
unironically dead now, even with
that's
like
sad.
all com sub
I'm
splits.
sorry, Ed. I
PB
only
diff
realized you were
is
counter
a
cursing
extremely
after.
high 51 to a middle low 54, I think.
Alright.
Gar might also have an invalid 53 that did the dash / early control wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's what Gidge was saying. I think he got it in tournament as well.
Okay.
Oh my god, Ed, you're moving so good.
He just took the wall cling there. At this point, yeah. Doubt
Tao
getting
saving
the
the grub.
grub. You love to
Pulling a
see it.
reverse fireborn.
Going out of his way. Absolute gaming here.
And Ed with a nice string nail over control there.
Alright, so now all that has to do is Abyss Shriek. That's the last skill of the game. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, Abyss Shriek being an absolutely obnoxiously overpowered spell, but due to the terrible of its location and how we have to kind of order all of the skills to make sure we can get everything, it only really sees use against THK, which is kind of unfortunate, but also kind of nice because Shriek on this patch is really janky, and so the less we have to use it, the better.
It's sort of a trade-off because you need to get really close to most enemies to use it effectively, and that can be a bit scary. But at the same time, it does so much damage. It would
Yeah, for
melt
sure.
earlier bosses.
Especially like flying bosses such as Soulmaster. They are kind of getting a bit lost here, doing a extremely boomer looking drop down there, but gets through without any damage, so sort of can't complain if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And now Ed's Abyss
Insomnia,
Climb.
can we get
Yeah.
another sync up?
Yep.
Thank you.
Just
It's about
gonna
a minute's
wait for
difference.
the Abyss Climb to finish.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, might be worth not syncing up just so that the two runners finish more close to each other. Because if we sync up now,
Oh,
Ed
that's
will
true. Oh
have
no, Doubt.
finished
Oh,
by the time they're
okay, Doubt
synced up.
makes it through. That was scary.
Yeah, luckily all the siblings are gone when we come out of the lighthouse, so it's just one set of void tendrils that we can theoretically hit. But it's very hard to do because we have to go over the top.
Yeah.
And then we get a quit out, so we get to restore our health. And it ends up being faster as well, which is honestly a blessing. It would make the split a lot scarier if you didn't have to quit out here to save time, because then you would have that HP going into THK.
Oh yeah. It would. Well, honestly, if you had that HP going into THK, I'd hope that you would take the Dirt Bounce bench, just because the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
loss for it is negligible to
More so
the
just it
death.
would put a lot of pressure onto your sibling climb, because any hit you take is not only losing time there, but also like means you probably have to bench, which is like another couple of seconds.
Yeah.
It'd just make the run more volatile and RNG dependent, which we're not about. Pretty low C dash there, yeah.
Yeah, Doubt gets hit out of it. Ed not going for the Cyclone Slash, you hate to see it.
Dow's PB's a 54 for those people in chat.
So both of them are pretty much off of PB pace.
Yeah, for sure. Ed, even with a com sub fight, would be about 15 seconds off.
Yeah, I think that sibling climb. He had a really respectable Abyss climb, but the sibling climb was just. I take the blame for
Yeah.
that one.
It was the sibling climb, and I mean, as soon as Umu went as bad as it did, it was always going to be a stretch.
Right.
But the fact that he got so close, even with that Sanctum and that Umu, really just shows how much he has very big PV potential.
Oh yeah. He had
He'll
a really
definitely
sly
be.
dash there with
Oh my god.
THK.
Please don't die yet.
I
He'll
don't
definitely
imagine
be
he
a
will.
runner to keep an eye on for the rest of the tournament. Because his PB going into this was actually quite low, so he's already outperformed his seed, and I think he's got the potential to win another match or two at least. So it'll be really interesting to see sort of how far he can push it.
Yeah.
And let's
Oh
say I'd
no.
really like to see him get that 50. Oh
Doubt.
god.
Not
Two
doubt. I'm
shrieks,
sorry.
two nail swings, one
Yeah. At
and
1
two.
health though.
Easy.
GG. There we go. Doubt taking an alternative route through Abyss
Ooh,
Climb.
backing that up nicely, actually.
Oh yeah, a lot better than taking a dunk in the spike. Huge GG for Ed though. Played
Yeah, for sure.
incredibly well throughout.
And ends up about 50 seconds behind PB. So, sorry, no. Under 30 seconds behind PB.
That's
That's
incredible.
really impressive when you consider he lost probably 20 seconds to Umu. That's, like I say, really impressive. Super GG to Ed. And we'll just wait up for Dow to finish his match now.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't be too far off either.
Do you want to mark Ed as finished?
Yeah, I'll mark them both as done once Dow finishes, so Ed doesn't accidentally think they're done and join the interview.
Alright, so let's switch audio to Doubt for the Hollow Knight fight. Let's see how he goes. He does get the Great Slash there, but going in with one health down, it's definitely right to skip taking the Dirtmouth bench there. Because at this point, it's go big or go home. Speaking of going big or going home, he also doesn't play the Cyclone Slash. So...
Yeah, now going into THK, shouldn't have too many issues. As you saw with Ed's fight, since we have to be right in THK's face to shriek it, you can actually take a lot of damage and even die in this fight, despite having a much higher damage output than any percent, just because of how easily you can kind of just get trolled and get whacked for your efforts. But it has the potential to be a lot faster, so it's about balancing those sort of risks and payoffs. So it'll be interesting to see sort of how it goes for Dow. Starting off with a shriek, and then getting a parry. And yeah, so that triple slash attack right after a shriek can be really hard to avoid. But luckily we haven't had too much of that. Dow's got a pretty good pattern so far. not opening up with a spell straight after that second screen did hurt him a little bit in terms of DPS, but nothing too bad, and gets a nice dash with THK's dash attack to get through there without any hassles really. And gonna have to do some extra nail swings here for Soul. Optimally you want to
Misses the
have
stream.
a bit
And
more Soul there, but gets through fine, and that'll be
Gonna
Dao
have-
done shortly as well.
Yep,
Looks like a
gonna
mid
have a
56 for him.
25. So GG to Doubt.
Yeah, super GG to both runners. And I'll mark them as done, and we can get them in here for an interview.
Okay. So yeah, overall, if you compare, other than the death, Doubt played really well compared to his PB, and Eduboy just playing absolute gamer. So hopefully we're going to have the runners in for an interview.
Yep, and since this is the winner's bracket, neither runner's out. Dao will drop down to the loser's bracket, where he'll have a chance to face the loser of one of the other first round matches. And Ed will be continuing his stay in winner's bracket. So we should see, more races from both of them, and I'm sure they'll both put up a good showing. Hopefully both runners can get a PB they're happy with, and like I say, we should have them in here for an interview shortly, and
There
there we
they
go.
are.
Yeah, GG to both of you.
Yes, huge GG.
Ed, only like 30 seconds off of PB with a 2-cycle Umu and that sibling climb and Soulmaster. Really impressive.
Not quite 30 seconds. I'm actually a minute from PB. I have a
Oh really?
Oh, you got another one?
yeah.
Oh
My-
yeah, it's 51:27 now.
27. Yeah. So
Yeah.
58 seconds.
Yeah.
But still, not too bad.
Yeah, your movement, especially through like Soul Sanctum, and that was really clean.
Thanks. Well, I guess my movement in Soul Sunken was good, but then I got a garbage pattern for the phase 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
your
was
Soul
cringe.
Sanctum was really nice, and then Soul Master was just like terrible. Even the very start for the quick kill, he's just like, yeah, dive.
Yeah,
I'm not getting
exactly.
doubled. And Dao, really good showing as well. That unfortunate death to the Great Huss Sentry leaving Sanctum, but apart from that, he played really solid. Had some troubles with Epogo, but yeah, overall, really good.
Thanks.
So yeah, Doubt, looking at your timer, which split did you gold?
The first couple.
Well, congrats. Did you gold anything? You had a really incredible wings split.
Yeah, I golded that. I golded 4 splits actually. Monarch Wings, then Kingsbrand immediately after, then Hera and THK Scream. Also had a pretty good climb, Abyss climb.
Yeah, your Abyss
that was
climb was nice.
Yeah, that was a gold.
Yeah, so you had a bunch of really nice golds there then. Your boss fights were amazing as well. You just got completely trolled by the RNG.
Your Watcher's fight was really good too.
Yeah, I actually just practiced it a bunch today because my Watcher net has been trash lately. But
Yeah,
just
you could see a lot of the
really good.
practice in a lot of the rooms and stuff. And Dao, you've been playing a lot of Link to the Past lately, right? So
I've just been kind
to-
of burnt out on speedrunning, so... just-
yeah, fair. So to sort of just come out of nowhere and drop a 56 in a race is still really good.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
upset with it. By any means.
Getting bench storage from dying to Milo.
I didn't expect to
Absolutely. Did
back
you
up like
kill
that.
Mila at the same time as you died?
Yeah, I did. I
Let's
tried
go.
to dash through and do a D-dive, but then Mila just backed up, so we both died.
At least you took her with you.
Yeah, that's the best part. Like, yeah.
I'll pull up the smash.gg page and see if we can see who each person's opponent will be. But yeah, GG to both of the runners. Both putting on really solid performances.
Yeah, it was
And
incredible race from both of you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG's Dao again.
Yeah, GG's.
And so it looks like, Ed, you're going to be versing the winner of Axe versus Valley, so
Oh no.
you'll have your
Yeah.
work cut out for you there.
Yeah. I'm like over a minute from both of those, like my PB. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to work real hard if I want to beat in either of them.
And
Yeah, I
you'll
mean-
be against the winner of Spicy versus Fairest.
Mhm.
So that should be another really good match. And yeah, good luck to both of you with those. And did you have anything else you want to say, Sarah, or either of the runners?
No, I'm good. Thanks. Thanks for doing it on short notice. I know we kind of didn't give you much time.
Yeah, thank you Insomnia for coming in last minute for commentating.
That was my pleasure. Thanks to both the runners for putting on such a good race, and Sarah for co-coming with me. And the next race is scheduled for, drum roll, so 2 days and 30 minutes from when this race started, which is which is May 22nd, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that'll be between Nerf Aurelia 73, who I think's in chat, and Zero. And that should be a really good race.
Oh yeah.
I know Zero's been grinding like crazy, and Nerf's also put a bunch of time into the category. So definitely try check that one out. It's not decided what channel that'll be on yet, but if you check the speed gaming schedule, then that'll pop up shortly. Sort of in the next couple of days, what channel it's on. And if I could spell schedule, I could do the command in chat. There we go. I don't think we want the link to the past randomizer schedule though.
And exclamation point runners, go follow the runners on Twitch.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. Here is the schedule copy pasted by me because I don't know what the command is. And I'm not sure Speed Gaming knows that we're not playing Link to the Past, but it also doesn't have the right runners.
Oh no.
If you just Google daotmb and Eduboy25 on Twitch, Discord, speedrun.com, whatever, you'll be able to find their channels and support them. But I think that's about it from us. And
Shout out
keep an
to
eye on
my
the rest of the
co-com as well.
tournament.
Go follow him on Twitch as well.
Yeah, if you want to see a lot glitchier stuff.
But
We
yeah.
don't kill Watcher Knights in Nim. But yeah, that's about it from us, and good night to everyone.
Yeah. Good night. GG to both runners, and I think with that we're going to sign off.
Yep, and good night.